Hi, I wanted to do a walkthrough of my setup that I had done with my Paper Republic and what I learned of using this setup for 2 months and what I liked about it, what I disliked about it. I'm also going to change it according to what I learned because there are some changes that I want to do to it. So yeah, let's get started. So this is what my current setup looks like. There are 5 notebooks in there. Or no, 4 notebooks, and then one is just hanging out for some reason. So, and I have one pen with the Love and Trip pen loop. Okay, let's open her up. Uh, I have the wallet insert from the Oribu shop. And this was the notebook that's just hanging around. It's from the Yamamoto paper and it's a plain notebook, but I don't think I'm using this in here, so this is going out. And I do use this planner almost every day, so this is obviously staying in. And this is a card and cash holder with the Paper Republic notebook, the plain paper notebook that it came with. I also use this like every 3 days or so. I write down what I need to accomplish that week and what all I need to do all this tasks. So it's not really a to do. So I don't write like I need to do laundry or I need to clean. That I put that in a separate book that isn't expensive at all. I put it in like a cheap notebook. These are like expensive stuff. So for example, this week I wrote down that I want to be able to converse in Spanish. Like at least I want to converse to be able to tell what the weather is. So I wrote that down and I wrote down like what vocabulary I would need for that and what like videos or what source material or just what I need to study basically. So that is what goes in this one, this plain paper. And this is their from their Japanese collection, the Debal Cold. So I write down just like my thoughts. And what I learned of using this for 2 months is that this notebook I only use when I have washed my hair or changed my bed sheets. And I didn't set out to use this during those times, but that's what I noticed. I looked at all my entries and I realized that whenever I just felt super clean, so when I washed my hair once a week or changed the bed sheets, I wrote in it, which I just thought interesting. Like I didn't set out to do that, but that's what happened. So now this is what it is for. And every entry I start with, I feel so clean. I'm on top of the world. It's great. It's funny to look back on all the entries. And then this is their watercolor. I wasn't really using it, so like in this setup, so I took it out. And once I took it out, I started using this a lot more. So I'm not gonna put this back in. This is getting out, same as the Yamamoto. So I'm going to have only 3 notebooks in. So yeah. Let me take everything out because I'm going to do a dual setup, same as I have 2 strings on here. And I'm going to add this charm, which isn't really true. These used to be earrings, but I lost one of them. So now the other one is going onto the strings on the spine there. Okay, let's take everything out. It's going to be interesting seeing her bare after 2 months, but yeah, let's do it. I've also learned that I need to make these spine strings a little tauter. I was struggling here, like truly, truly struggling. I do explain this again later on, but getting this in took me, I think, close to 20 to 30 minutes. Me just jamming it in. I tried to find a YouTube video to explain step by step, and there really isn't a proper step by step. It's just You need to have really sharp strings. Make sure they're not super frayed because that'll make it extra hard to get them through. You could use a needle to help you through, but that could also damage the cord. So, just the best way to do it is to make sure you have really sharp ends of the cord, or you can burn them to make them tighter, but I didn't want to do all that, so I just stuck to jamming it in. Okay, bajillion years later, they're in. I don't think I love these Paper Republic cords, but they've started fraying, and I think it was because I was trying to put two in, maybe. But I've seen them done on their official channel, so I'm not doing anything that they don't say themselves that is doable. So I'm not sure. But yeah, they've started fraying, so be careful with your Paper Republic cords, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. An aptitude on this too. Basically, I tried to do it on camera, but it was impossible. I had to like put it next to my chest and pull. So what I did on the bottom was that I put the gray was fraying more, so I put the gray in first because otherwise it wouldn't go through. So, but these two seem to be in best condition. So I'm hoping that they both go through well. But what I did on this end was I put the gray in first, like so, and grabbed this end and here, and I was pulling both ends. So, and then I pulled on this end and then fed this through, and it worked. Let's see if it works on this side faster since neither of these are fraying. So maybe, and then I just like, I was jamming this. Oh, it worked way faster on this end. So make sure that these cords aren't fraying because once they start fraying, it's harder to pull through basically. So yeah, now I will put these both through my earring. Right, there we go. Let's see. I think my gray is first. So let me arrange. Yeah, there we go. Also, the more you pull in, pull out, and keep going, the more the cords will start fraying. So just keep in mind what design you want and how you want the uh, sequence to be, basically, and stick to it. So I'm going to leave this after I'm done with tying these cords. I'm done. I'm going to leave it for at least a year because the more you push, pull, take out, leave in these cords, the more they start fraying. And also, this was just too hard. I don't want to do this again. So yeah, let me push this through and then I'll try it on camera. Okay, let's tie these. What I found that last time I didn't tie them taut enough, so I need to tie them tighter this time because the books were kind of jostling around. So let's see. The gray one first. It needs to bow a bit, not too much, but at least a little bit. Not that much, but they needed to do the double tie. Okay. Okay, here's what the finished, just the outside product looks like. We have my charmed spine, to the rose gold and the pewter color for closure, and then same rose gold and pewter color for the insides. And here's what I'm gonna put in: the wallet insert from Aribo Shop. Super cool, love that. Always gonna use it. And then the card and cash holder from Paper Republic, and the plain notebook that came with Paper Republic. I think this is how that's going to go. And then my 2025 calendar. and the Debalco Japan ruled notebook. So these 3 notebooks are going in. I also added a pen loop to this one. Okay, so I was thinking, and let's see. I'm gonna put this. I think I'm gonna put the wallet insert and the card and cash holder together. I'm going to use the smaller of the 2 strings just because this is a tiny, it's like smaller than the rest. So that's gone in the middle. Let's see. I might have tied these too strong, but I'm hoping that the tautness like keeps them sturdy. That's my wish, at least. Let's see. Okay. And now the rose gold, since that's in the back, that's going on my Japanese notebook. I don't know what it's called. I think it's a reef. The lined notebook. So that's going in the back. And then in the front, my calendar on the pewter cord. Where is it? There's June. And oh, yeah, I already think, yeah, it's so much more snug and the books aren't going to move around. Yeah, I tied it perfectly. So that was good. And for the clip, yeah, I think I'm going to keep the clip. So you can see the indents of the clip. So this leather marks quite easily and it's here to stay. I could buff it in with a leather conditioner, but I think I'll do that maybe in 2 months or so. For now, I think this is fine. Also, this pewter color matches the cord perfectly. So I'm really happy with this notebook setup that I have. And then I have these 2 pens that I'm ready to put in. So the Bennu, I think it's Skulls and Roses and Smolder, matches this wallet insert so perfectly. So that one's going there. And the wallet insert pen holder is quite wide, so it can fit a really thick, chubby pen. I think it can even fit the Muji 6, what is it called? The Muji 6 color pen? I think that's what it's called. But it's like nice and snug in there. And yeah. And then for this loop, I'm going to put in my Kaweco Sport. Yeah, that looks good. And then in the back, I'm going to have my E95, the Pilot. So each book has its own pen. So yeah, this is my current setup. Though, okay, so this Kaweco that I have is in double broad. So it is a little bit, the line width is a little big for how small this calendar is. Also, since I got this calendar in August, all of my pages are blank till September, because starting September, I started filling it in. So in 2026, I'm going to keep using this calendar and just mark these dates accordingly and then fill it in until August, and then I'll shift another one in here. And for this I think is the perfect size for the Yamamoto, like the width and the length, maybe a little bit wider, but otherwise the pages, and it's plain, and it's a little bit like Midori, and this is also almost like Midori. So when I run out of this notebook, my Paper Republic blank notebook, I'll sub in my Yamamoto paper. So I have like a good backup ready for all of these. Except for this one, in that I have a plain backup with the fish. I have that one. So I don't have a ruled, but I've been using plain notebooks more lately and I kind of like it. I will say this. So I had the Pilot red cartridge and I was writing with it on this notebook and it kind of feathered. So that's something to keep in mind. This is not like the Paper Republic DeBalco mashup isn't the highest quality paper for fountain pens. It is really good paper, just in particular for fountain pens, it's like medium quality, I would say. But their plain paper is really good. It doesn't feather at all. So, yeah, that's my new setup. Really excited. Now that I have tightened the strings, it feels a lot more secure and better. So, yeah, I'll do another update maybe if anything's changed. Probably not an update, more so review. The leather is really good quality and I didn't have any charms on the front, which is why there's not many scratches. Usually if you have a charm on the front, it'll scratch, but I don't. So it's not that scratch. It's just this pen. You can see I tried to put it over here first. So there's an indent. Since my pen was top heavy, it fit better on the bottom. So I switched it. So that's it. And then I think these were from my nails. But overall, it's doing really well. It's not fraying that much. I think it'll do really well. I've seen some Louise Carmen books that have really frayed, and that I was worried about that. But this Paper Republic one is really good quality. I'm happy with my purchase. You can see some I don't know what would you call it, indents, not particularly scratches, but and it's also hugged my notebooks quite well, and it'll just keep getting better. So this was an amazing purchase. I really loved it so far. It's been 9 or 10 weeks. So this is what it looks like in 9 weeks. And I haven't been babying it. I don't throw it in a purse or a backpack or anything like that. But I also don't baby. I don't have it in a um, cloth bag or anything like that. I just have it like this. But I do use it mostly every day, and it's faring really well. So, an amazing order. Yeah. And I'll see you with this review, with a Paper Republic Venezia review in 4 months, because I'll do a 6-month update. So yeah, I really like this charm too. I chose this, well, okay, this was a earring that I lost, but also because this is the star of the show, you know? And I think the dainty little star looks pretty cool with the notebook. Since it's a pocket size, so all my pens are small. Um, the dainty charm looks really cool. Then here's what the spine looks like. I think it looks cool. Yeah. Okay. Bye.